Hi, I'm Chef Jeff, and welcome to Flip My Food. I'm here in Louisville, Kentucky, at one of the best restaurants. Varanese is going down. It's all about the pork today. Don't turn that dial.
Today on Flip My Food, Chef Jeff is in Louisville, Kentucky at Varanese Restaurant, flipping a mouth-watering smoked pork chop, garden-fresh sautéed vegetables, and some delectably fresh cocktails to finish it all off.
This is the man himself, Chef John. Tell us all about your landmark restaurant.
Oh, this is a great place. It's very fun, has a lot of energy.
What do you got special today you're going to show our viewers at home watching Flip My Food?
We're gonna make one of our signature dishes, our bourbon barrel smoked pork chop with the apple and bacon chutney. It's smoky, salt, sweet, sour, had a lot of flavors going on at the same time.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's go in the kitchen. Let's start cooking. Chef John, I'm excited to be in the kitchen. So what do we have here? Talk to us about the dish we're making
Well, this
today.
pork chop is one of our best sellers here. We have a boneless pork loin that first we're gonna cut some really thick pork chops out of. We're gonna get a nice 2-inch
Now
cut
that
chop
is
out of
a
here.
big cut right there, Chef.
And one thing that's gonna help us with this pork chop with flavors, we're gonna create a brine here. We're gonna take some kosher salt here.
Okay.
And sugar and start off with a little bit of hot water.
Okay.
And this is gonna help dissolve it here. The brine's gonna do a couple different things
That
here
looks
to our
good.
pork chop. It's gonna help flavor it a little bit. It's also gonna help it retain moisture in the cooking process.
Now that's key because a lot of times people eat pork and it's dry. So I think the brine is a great technique to add flavor and make it juicy as well.
Yes, that's very
Yeah,
important.
and the good thing about pork, it's less fat than chicken.
You want to brine the pork for
Okay.
at least 4 to 6 hours to add in all that flavor.
All right.
And we're gonna step ahead here. We got a couple pork chops that we've already brined overnight. A little more firm. The color's gotten a little deeper. This is our secret barbecue rub.
Ooh.
And this kind of has a lot of great flavor and spices in there. A lot of kosher salt, black pepper. You're gonna find brown sugar, chili powder, paprika, a little granulated, and some other mesquite seasonings that we use that we can't share all our secrets.
So you just put it on both sides. you
Yeah,
rub
we
it
want
in
to
a little
heavily
bit.
cake it on there. That
Okay.
sugar is gonna help caramelize the pork.
So now we have the secret barbecue spice on here. Now, what's the next step?
So we're gonna bring it over our smoker over here.
Okay.
We've done a tabletop smoke. We use Maker's Mark bourbon barrel bungs to do the smoking with. And you can see the bungs, the chips that we have under here.
Is this what you're talking about right here?
Well, this is the barrel itself. This is the barrel that the bourbon's aged in.
Okay.
Maker's is aged to 7 to 8 years. It's great that the company gives us their leftover wood that we're able to do smoking with, presentations, cooking. So a lot of different uses after the life of the bourbon barrel is used
Interesting.
to age.
Chopped up wood right here from the barrel that the bourbon was cured in. Look at this here. Wow,
Yeah, we got
Chef.
the nice smoke.
Take that lid off just a little bit. Let them get up in there. Now, you talking about intense flavor. He has a special barbecue seasoning spice on there. It's gonna smoke in all the flavor. How long does it smoke for?
We're
about?
gonna smoke it for about 30 minutes.
30 minutes,
So
okay.
in the meantime, we're gonna make our apple bacon chutney. Since we're cooking things so lean, we could afford to add a little bit of fat. And right here we have some applewood smoked bacon, rich, deep, smoky flavor here. And we're just gonna get a rough chop on our bacon.
And Chef, so what are we gonna use the bacon for? You're making a chutney, correct?
Yeah, chutney,
Okay.
usually acid and sugar cooked with some fruit, which we're gonna use some apples in here. Yeah, we're gonna get a
Okay.
rough chop on some apples. And while Jeff's doing that, I'm gonna bring the bacon over here on the stove and we're gonna start to render off some of the fat there. I just add a little bit of oil to help start the process. We're also gonna add a little bit of onion in here, trying to add lots of different layers of flavor.
All right, Chef, I got our apples over here.
All right, yeah, you could just sit them in that vinegar, and
Okay.
that's a good kind of holding
So what
period.
kind of
In the
vinegar we
meantime,
have
got
here?
some apple cider vinegar. Putting it in the vinegar, too, is going to help for the apples from browning while you're
Okay.
getting the rest of your preparation together. When the bacon renders, we're just going to brown our onions a little bit to caramelize, bring out some of the sweetness in the onion.
Okay.
And then we're going to add our everything to the pot. So the vinegar, the apples, the sugar, and some water. We're gonna bring it to simmer, and then we're gonna tighten it with a little bit of a slurry,
Slurry,
a little
all right,
cornstarch to add some body to everything.
Wow. Cook down that flavor.
Starting to render off, you can see we're adding some color, the fat's cooking down. We're gonna add our onions here just to get a quick caramelization on here. Bring out the sweetness.
Okay. Can we take a look at
Ready-
the pork now?
ready for
Let's see
some
what it's
lunch
looking like
already.
down up in there. Ooh, baby,
All right,
look,
we
at that. Look at that. That's the caramelization we're talking about right there. All the great flavor, the smoke, the brine, the spices on there. We have the chutney right here. We got the bacon, the cured bacon.
Some caramelized onions right now. We're gonna take some good old Kentucky bourbon and deglaze the pan.
See, Chef Jeff is smart. I know when to step back. I know when those flames are coming, man. Wow, that looks good. All right, you ready to go in with it?
All right, yeah, go ahead, dump that in there.
Look at
Get it all up in there. And we're also gonna add a couple cups of water.
Okay.
You know, the vinegar's really tart, so the water kind of helps stretch the sauce out a little bit. And then we add our sugar.
Ooh. Now, a substitute for sugar, could you add honey or organic brown sugar or something like that? If you wanted to cut back from the white sugar?
Yes, definitely. You could use other things to sweeten up with. Agave nectar would be another good sweetener for it.
Okay.
So there's different ways to lighten things up.
So, John, what's the process here? How much longer do we have on the chutney?
We're looking at about 10, 15 minutes.
Okay.
You want to bring it up to a boil and then just a simmer, just enough to break down the apples a little bit, soften it up. We're gonna meld all those flavors together.
All right. Coming up next, we're gonna show you how to bring this pork chop dish right together here with Chef John in Louisville, Kentucky.
Coming up, see how the pork chops are finished off and plated up Varanese style.